Tom and Sholto, thank you so much for having us here in breezy and cold Manchester. Let me kick things off with you, Tom. Your partnership with Hays has existed since 2013. How did this partnership come about?
I think we met in the fall of 2012. City Football Group was at the very beginning of its journey as an organization. We were looking for great partners, great businesses where we were aligned and shared similar objectives and maybe a way of operating. Several months later, after spending more time getting to know each other, we decided to hold hands and go forward, and it's been a really great journey for us since then.
Roughly 2/3 into the first 3-year partnership, you decided, okay, let's do this again. What exactly made you make this decision?
It was so clear to us why the relationship was working so well. In a nutshell, we went into the partnership wanting to grow awareness of our brand and to give some kind of some evidence of us being a global player. But the reason we renewed it, you could pinpoint, I guess, in terms of the extraordinary amount of engagement that we found amongst our client community, our candidate community, our own consultants. And I think it was the transition from just looking to build awareness of us as a company to actually helping people get a much stronger sense of our values and our purpose. And it was that kind of transition that made it a very easy decision for us.
And Tom, what was in it for you?
Well, we were looking for a partner who could sit with us and allow us to play to our strengths in working in the world's biggest and favorite sport and having a global audience. A partner like Hays, a big global organization who can use all of these strengths was something that we were looking for. We also were looking for someone to help us do what they do best, which is to help recruit great people to help us build our teams. So finding someone not only who was a great marketing partner, but could help us to drive that part of our business, and we found it.
You are becoming more global. You've also got a sister club in New York that Hays is now the official recruitment partner of. How significant is this for you?
They were vital. Hays has been essential for us in giving birth to our New York club. We're now starting our 3rd season, but back in 2013 we had nothing, and not only did we not yet have a squad of players, but we didn't have sellers, marketers, finance, operation, you name it, and so Hays helped us take it from the ground up and putting that team together. So literally our official recruitment partner in New York, and the results have been excellent.
Your partnership consists of social media, digital media backgrounds during interviews, but also LED ads during the match days. Which of these is the most important bit, and how do you value them, Tom?
It's hard to say that the perimeter messaging with hundreds of millions of people watching is not the most important thing. I think it used to be, and given what Sholto said earlier about the initial objective for Hays was raising level of awareness and understanding. But I think my answer today is the content that we put out digitally and socially on our and his platforms and other places, because this allows us to tell a story, to position Hays as the leader and the aspirational brand that it is. And it's very powerful to hear how Vincent Kompany or Pablo Zabaleta approach their career, and to have a viewer relate to that. So I think this is the most important, and we're measuring reach and we're measuring engagement, how long someone is spending watching that, and we know that this drives success.
Sholto, what sort of feedback are you getting on the content that you're creating with them?
Well, what we've found is the most powerful content that we put out is where there's some really clear synergies between a player and their own career, and how you can kind of compare and contrast that with everyday people in their professional careers. The environment and the organisation that the Manchester City create for the players has a lot of resonance of how people should look at their own organisations and their own career management. So that's really probably the thing that has struck us most in terms of how people engage with our content.
Sholto, how do you gauge your return on this investment?
I think there isn't sort of a single figure that you end up with. So long as you have very clear objectives around the media value, around the social shares and social likes, around the kind of client engagement and the content consumption, and all of those things we track, including how our own staff engage. It's like a dashboard, and like any other organization, we try and fine-tune the dashboard as we go along.
And what can we expect from this partnership in the years to come? Is it going to be more revolving around content, Tom?
I think you'll see us do that. I also think you'll see us work together in different regions of the world, important markets. China is an area that we'll be spending time together. It's a big sport, or it's a big market for football right now, and both of us have identified this as an important market for us. So China will be a big part of our future together.
Still watching? Perfect. Click here to watch another great video from CNBC International. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching.